guys, welcome back to the channel where I cover missing persons, unsolved cases, crime news, and more. I am back to go through the tablet messages that I did not read. Remember the first four, I think it was 4 videos I did. That was just all of Brian and her son. So I'm going to go back. I'm not going to go back to the very, very beginning. I'm trying to hit when they kind of start, her friends and her brother, Philip, they start speaking a bit more about her case. So after doing a quick sift through the first 100 pages, I'm going to start with April 1st. And this will probably be a few parts as well. So I am going to go through as much of it as I can in each video. So let's get to it. Alright, so again, like I said, I'm going to start with April. So this is April 2nd, 2024. So remember, this was last year. And so this is going to start talking about some stuff with her case. I haven't read it all completely. I've sifted through it, so I kind of can see where they're talking about her case. So that stuff I find, a bit more interesting. I don't know all more about the friends, and her one friend Lana, I will say she recently passed away, so I was going to start reading these a few days ago, and I wanted to take a little bit of time before I jumped into it. I know Tanika, she was friends with her, and my condolences to everyone who knew Lana, and know that anything I read here, is the utmost respect to them. Even if I comment that I don't agree with them, it's just, these are people who were trying to be kind to Sarah, help her out in some way. Obviously, I don't agree with that, but, the kindness of their hearts, I guess, you could say. So this is an outgoing message to her brother, Philip. And yes, like a couple people have posted in the comments, her brother has been kind of helping her out. I don't know if he's still doing that now in 2025, but as of like a year ago, he was still sending her stuff. So it looks like that, at least up till last year, he was doing that before she was hit the trial and her conviction. So this is Sarah writing to her brother. Again, this is 4/2/2024. Hi, good morning. I hope this message finds you happy and smiling. Doing my best on my end every day. We were locked down all day yesterday from girls fighting again, and I could not call. When I do get the opportunity, I have to race for the phone and get one before one of the 64 girls in here. I'm not lying when I tell you it's always a struggle. Always and unnecessarily. I'm just going to ask via message as I need to know, and I'm tired of fighting. To get a phone, we were actually able to use them. I want to ask for a bond. So I believe this was when she had Cashman, because I do believe she started speaking about Cashman. I don't have the dates in front of me, but this sounds like it's about the right time. It's my right to have one, and no attorney has ever mentioned trying to get me one. Again, and most important to me, it is my right. The attorney now said she could put in a motion for one, but needs information prior to be prepared. So yeah, this would be Patricia Cashman. I've been here for over 4 years, am not a flight risk, and even if I did try anything funny, there's nowhere I can go from all the world knowing my face and case. Well, she's not wrong about that. The Holy Spirit is pushing me to do, even if I don't get one. I can officially say I tried since no one else would for me. Don't give me rights if you don't want me to fully maximize them. Be the revolution. I actually just returned my official presidential selection ballot for my choice of who I can and will vote for in August. What's sad is that I was here and voted for the last president 4 years ago. I'm serious about using my rights. Mom taught me that. My attorney said I need an address where I can tell the court I will be living temporarily or permanent so they know where I would be located if needed. As you know, I am homeless from losing my townhome. I have lost my car due to Brian lying and losing and will not answer me about it when I ask, even for the phone number to the neighbor so I can call myself. This is another full-blown struggle I am in the middle of at the same time, as you know, and trying to save my son now and futuristically while working on my, quote, murder, unquote, case while in jail. I don't know why it's in quotes, but hey, it's Sarah Boone. Jesus, no home, no car that I know of, no money, I'm trying to win. My dogs died and I have no family, except you, Philip, just you. As said previously, also there's no binding contract or judicial responsibility that I know of. Attorney just said I need an address where I can go. What do you think? It's just your address, so if I do achieve a bond, I will need to be at the address. I'm a good roomie. Okay, that's funny. That's even if I get the bond and could even pay. Doubtful, but who knows? From all of my cheerleaders out there, she has cheerleaders. Well, she had a few, because we're going to be reading some of their stuff. So she did have a handful at least. Maybe a GoFundMe page will be made for me by one of my loyal, quote, fans, unquote. Remember how she talked about her fans in court once in a letter. At least the world will still see my efforts, and I believe if I am denied, would be in my favor anyway, as everyone knows how exploited my case is and the illegal happenings daily with everything on the internet, etc. So please may I have your address. Tell me, however, so I can tell my attorney to pursue or not. I'm sure she'll call you to discuss further and to confirm. I don't know the process as I've never done this before. Regardless, she will call at one point with you being included in my case. I think, too, it looks really good that you are in the Marines and an honorable citizen of the USA. You are my brother and only living relative. I want to go for it, please, after all these empty, uneventful years. It is my right. What do you think? Feedback? Honesty? As soon as you can, let me know. Why won't you schedule a video visit? I love you no matter, Philip. It is a blessing truly at this point in my life to have you as my brother. For times such as these. Thank you either way and always. TTFN. Heart. Alright, so here is him responding to her on 4/4. Hello. Well, I'm glad that you are talking to your lawyer now at least, so that's headway. I would have to ask Kayla her thoughts on everything. I cannot promise you that she will agree, and she lives there as well. Nothing against you, but my side of the family has not been in my life for years, and she sees that. I will say there's no way you can live with me long term as I am struggling to. It's my life, and another person in the equation will not help me obtain my goals and needs. I will do what I can as I have been. My question is, even if you get a bond, who's going to post it? I cannot imagine the price tag, and I'm not putting my house up as collateral. I would need to talk to your lawyer and get specifics. Once that meal thing is cleared, I will get you one that you wanted. Besides that, I love you and keep your head up. Let me know your thoughts. So he's already basically telling her, he's like, yeah, I don't know. Alright, and here's her writing back to her brother. Philip, let's be realistic. Even if I get a bond, like you and I both know, it will probably be so sky high I could never pay it. So, I guess she just wanted to see if she could get one, and because she thought that she would be so special that they would give her a bond, even if it was out of reach. My whole entire point is that it's my right to have one, and after everything the justice system has put me through and is still, the least they could do is give me a bond, no matter if I can pay or not. Well, Sarah, as it was explained to you, you're right. Not all crimes, not all charges are, offer a bond. It's up to the judge. That's really who it's up to. It's my right that I was raised to believe in, fight for, and take advantage of whenever possible. I have rights that I can use and am trying to, in which you bravely fought for everyone to have, including yourself. See my need to get this no matter what the outcome may be. For myself and everyone who's been through the same persecution, and not just by being bold enough to risk and take. I am, and I know all things are possible with God. No limitations. See, she gets a little mixed up when she quotes the Bible. I'm not going anywhere if I do get the bond because it has to be paid. It's the principle and, again, my right. Well, Sarah, I think there's a lot more for you to understand, but alas, that's just how it goes with you. I think you think I'm moving in the moment it's granted, if at all. Don't misunderstand and make it something it's not when explaining to Kayla. And no, it would not be long term, as I am overdue for a life of my own and with Lucas, hopefully. Come what may. Baby steps. I need the bond first. That's just going to sit there until whatever God chooses to allow or direct me to. See, it's not up to God if you got a bond. That's up to the judge, the court, the law, and considering you put George in a suitcase and, everything that you did and how you were so, I didn't do anything wrong. And it's everything balled up into one with Sarah. And, by her even thinking that it's up to God to see if she could even get a bond. I just think she doesn't see how it just doesn't work that way. This is not a big deal. It's just a phantom address to put on paper. Okay, Sarah. Nothing is binding, permanent, or contracted. And me talking to my attorney is not at all what you think. She argues and discourages me in almost everything. It is a struggle every time I talk to her. I'm confused who she works for and on whose side. Super condescending and snotty, which I've told her is very unprofessional. Yeah. Okay, this is Cashman, and we all know how much she really, really disliked. Well, she disliked all of her attorneys, but I think Cashman was pretty high up there on her dislike list. She fights and blathers when I'm still asking her for my discovery. You don't know Philip, no one does, and just accuses me of being difficult. Why? Because no one will fight for me properly and help save my life? I will do whatever necessary and possible for me and my son. When you talk to her, you'll see. She'll probably try and talk you out of everything and pin you against me. She doesn't believe in gray area at all. She's like that, and she lies. Forgets what she says to cover her ass. Be prepared and get your riot gear out. She's extremely derogatory. Your thoughts? I see her on Monday, so what do you want me to tell her? It's just an address. Thank you no matter or how much. Yeah, so I think she immediately did not like her, and it's just, she says, she thinks I'm so difficult to work with. Well, you are difficult to work with. Every single attorney had the same complaints. And she even turned on her file attorney later on. So, really, Sarah is loyal to no one but Sarah. So now we got Christina Smith. She's a friend of Sarah's. This is on April 5th. She had been speaking to her previously, like I said, but I just passed through it. I don't think that Lana really spoke with her until later on in this point, but Christina had been in previous conversations further up in this particular 100. Surprise! I have no money and the rent went quickly. Now this is Christina writing to Sarah. I spoke to the probation officer to turn me in. So I think this may have been one of her bunkmates at one point. Anybody that knows can clarify that in the comments. That would be great. Let's see. Here is my update. I'm in the place that The Hangover was filmed. Well, wow. Isn't that cool? Yes, Vegas. This is the best and worst day ever. I was hired for an awesome job. Then my iPhone was stolen as I walked blissfully in this amazing weather. Yeah, it all happened today. I am going to come back when I have enough money to pay an attorney. I was completely railroaded, and this is unlawful, reckless. I am so done. I had no way to come back, and I will when I have an attorney to prove my hospitalization. Floor does. That sums it up. The struggle is real and I will continue to be me. I will not let the past define me, not ever. Hang in there. My apologies for the late response. I am seriously going through the process of WTF. Nevertheless, my dear friend, I am working and will have a court date set before I come back. Hope you're doing as well as you can. I haven't forgotten about you. I am figuring life out. Sending hugs. How is the neighborhood? So, sounds like already, when I'm reading from this friend, it sounds like she thinks a little bit like Sarah. You know, at least enough that she's optimistic no matter what. But again, I don't know who Christina is. She may have been one of the women who was at her sentencing hearing, because there was about 2 or 3 of her friends there. So here is Sarah writing back to Christina. Ha! Good for you, friend. I'm so glad to know you are all right. Christina, I both have been worried. The first thing out of her mouth was, she better send pictures after, of course, she knew you were okay. Yes, send pictures. You're in Vegas. Pictures. Vegas. So where are you working? I'm sure there are lots of opportunities, fun and interesting nonetheless. Help me understand, too. So are you legal? Meaning you spoke to your PO, and they know who you are and you're coming back? Or are you on the run? Yeah, that would be smart for her to be writing Sarah, right? If she's on the run. Either way, you know I love you and I am Team Tina all day, every day. Please, please, please stay in touch. I love hearing from you and all your new escapades and adventures. You're definitely in it now, especially with being on the location from The Hangover. Send pictures, stay safe, keep smiling. We're rooting for you and waiting to hear back. And which of you, by worrying, can add 1 cubit hour to his stature? Luke 12:25, holding fast the word of life, so that I may rejoice in the day of Christ, that I have not run in vain or labored in vain. Philippians 2:16, strengthen the weak hands and make firm the feeble knees. Say to those who are fearful-hearted, be strong, do not fear. Isaiah 35:3-4. Miss you, miss you, miss you, miss you. Love you, love, love, love. All right. So I guess somebody here, Beth Farber, sent her messages on 4/6. Just says free message Saturday. So I officially get to say thank you for the credits. You're so nice. I miss your quietness and contentment, you in general. The neighborhood is not cool. I hope and pray you are living your best life and smiling with cutie patootie baby. Speaking of pictures, me and Christina are waiting. I can only imagine the depths of your love when you saw him. Jealous and happy. Thank you for your kindness and friendship. Blessed to know you. Send pics when you can. Thank you. All right, and here's Ashley Harris. So this is another friend, I believe. And she's writing to Sarah on 4/7. Hello, sorry for the super late response. After Easter, we all got influenza one by one, and it was a rough week. Everyone's feeling better now, though. I'll have to send you our Easter pics. It was a blessed day. Hope you are well. And here is her writing to her brother, Philip, again. All right. 4/13/2024. Hi again. So we're being forced to use these tablets for mail now, effective April 19th. This means we'll no longer receive physical mail, and everything, letters, cards, pictures, will be scanned and uploaded for viewing only. I can't hold or really look at anything you send once they're uploaded. Then they shred them. What the WTF? Please send the pictures you've been telling me you're going to for a little over a year now. Please send the contempt letter for me to include with my paperwork for the judge to get Brian in court. This is the last opportunity I will have to get a picture of mom, you, etc. And I do not want them on these stupid tablets. I want to put them in my Bible and be able to look at them when I want, not when they tell us we can use the tablets, and even if I get one, fighting 63 other girls to use. Please, Philip, I really want and need these. The contempt letter will only be on the tablet, and I will not be able to print and include. Before the start, send everything you can or want me to, and there's a P.O. Box address. After April 19th, everything will be sent to Smart Communication at the Orange County Department of Corrections. Let's see. Anything sent to my old address after May 6th will be returned to sender. You can also go online and set up a free account to check status of what you mailed. Mailguardtracker.com. This whole thing is so depressing and makes me mad. It's just another reason for, I guess, Orange County Corrections Department to even be lazier, and they don't realize what it means for us inmates to even receive mail. It's a highlight in many ways for us and gives us something to look forward to. They do not care. I hope you do and will send. Remember, it's 5 pictures per envelope. It'll be the last time I'm able to have anything. Please understand. Please respond so I know you received my message and what to plan on. It's just another major ugh. This isn't forever. Sigh. Love you. Thank you. So, I guess they couldn't have pictures up. I don't know if that became a permanent thing. For them, I don't think that they're being lazy, but I understand both sides of it, because having to go through physical mail, I'm sure takes a lot of work. So here's her writing to Philip again on 4/13. Hi again, I forgot to tell you, if when you want to send the Delicious Delights package, I can receive now. I waited a whole other week to make sure nothing was glitching or wrong with my account like last time. I can't thank you enough, as this also is the second week Brian has withheld giving me anything to buy commissary. I need thermals so bad it's from being so effing freezing in here. I'm just sitting here literally shivering, doing my best to stay positive and keep going. The days are getting heavier and more arduous. Thank you beyond measure. Also, have you come to a conclusion for my bond to use your address so I can update my attorney? I had my status hearing on Friday, if you didn't already know by seeing me all over the news, with nothing new to report as usual. I told her I was waiting to hear from you. Do you want her phone number, or am I able to give her yours? Remember, she's a viper. Don't let her deter you, please. You're stronger than that and know me when I tell you something. It's true and from experience. Remember, too, I'm still trying to figure out who she really works for, as it does not seem to be for me. If you only knew. Please let me know. I'm trying to get whatever, quote, life, unquote, I have in here together, and am waiting to hear from you. This is important to me. Actually, it all is. Please understand. See it from my perspective and what you would do and how you'd feel if in my slides. I am grateful and love you. Thank you always. So, yeah, she does not like Cashman. She thinks Cashman is, I guess, not on her side, and probably because she's telling her the brunt honest truth, really. Okay, 4/14, and here's her brother writing back to her. Hey, I will do my best to send a letter out with pics tomorrow, and I will let you know. Have her call me, please, before I allow use of address. I will look at the food tomorrow as well. I love you and keep your head up and know I'm here. And here's her writing back to him on 4/15. Thank you, Philip. Please do your best to send out the letter, as once it's on the tablet, I cannot access without a court order, and I cannot take the tablet with me to court. Plus, I really want to physically have your pictures above everyone else's to put in my Bible. Just take 20 minutes, print some out, and reprint your letter to stick in the mailbox or run by the post office. If you can send expedited for a few dollars more, I'm excited to see you any way I can. After this, if you send me pictures, they can only be uploaded to these ridiculous tablets, and the cost is $1 each. So imagine how expensive that'll be. And I do not want you or Mom uploaded. Bible only. Remember, it's 5 pics per envelope. When I talk to my attorney next, which I don't know when that'll be, I'll give her your number and tell her you're waiting for her call. Do not let her deter you. She'll tell you 1,000,001 reasons why not. She doesn't want to do the work again, and do not tell her this. We both know I can't pay, nor am I going to try. It is a principle and right I very much want to take advantage of while I still can, so she can say I either tried or succeeded in something in this debacle of a case. Everything has turned into 4 years later and counting. I've had no success in anything, and if this is something I have to do on my own like I do everything else, then God help me do it. One of her reasons not to do this, she's going to tell you, is because someone's going to say something negative. What the F? Are you serious? What hasn't been already said negative and false and hateful and ignorantly? What hasn't been released to the internet before I even get to see properly to defend myself against all the ignorance? Remember, Philip helped sharpen my sword. She's vicious, derogatory, and seemingly not working for me. She's working for the enemy. Well, she didn't say that, but Just be prepared to overspeak her and just give her your address, and if that's the decision you've made. Simply just your address. If one of my many fans decides to set up a GoFundMe pages, so be it. Yeah, you can't do GoFundMe pages, Sarah, for crimes, so that would never have happened anyway. If I don't even get the bond to even hope someone makes an attempt to pay, so be it. You cannot buy the revolution. You cannot make the revolution. You can only be the revolution. It's your spirit or it's nowhere. Ursula K. Gwynn, writer. I wish you would tell me in advance your decision rather than embarrassingly having to be told by Trish. She's not going to promote, she's going to hinder. Sharpen, not dull or hide. For the delicious delights, thank you. Let me know what it says, please, so I can make sure my account isn't still screwy. I'm just sitting here waiting for everything, everything, everything. God must truly believe in me as much as I do him. Many times I wonder what his point is having me go through so much persecution, struggle, and difficulty for everything, everything, everything. His will, not mine. Thank you also for the 50 credits on my tablet to send you this message. It's all for my good. This isn't forever. Thanks for sitting next to me on this roller coaster crapshoot ride. Your thoughts? Keep me posted. Let me know if you're able to get out the letter and pictures. Also when Trish calls. Love you forever, always, and no matter what. He carries me. You hold my hand. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, like, she's lecturing her brother like he's not, like he's not able to, think for himself and, has no intelligence. I mean, he's not the one in prison, in jail at this point. So she's got someone named Dee Dee Hewley writing to her on 4/15. Hey, Boone, how are you doing? And here is her writing back on 4/16. Hello, how are you doing? I hope and pray super duper, just like you. Thank you for thinking about me. Just going through the motions as you know, but still smiling and praying and waiting to see all the goodness coming my way. My best friend Christina went home, who I've been in here with for 4 years also. Yes, she was definitely at her sentencing. So yes, that is exactly who Christina is. I remember she's one of the two that spoke. All of her charges were completely dropped. Don't say God doesn't work. I don't know what her charges were, but I'm sure it was quite a different situation with her. Amen. Hallelujah. It's just been a learning curve with her not being here, especially after being together through all this at the same time. I look at it as a new opportunity to get even closer to him and lean harder. The same goes for you, too. You're not missing anything around here, so don't look back, ever. Keep it real in the real world, and don't forget, I'm here. Send pictures if you can. Any shout-outs to anyone, let me know and I'll pass it along. In the meanwhile, stay in your Bible and out of trouble. The next time we meet will not be being here, but the gates of heaven. He gives power to the weak, and those who have no might, he increases strength. Isaiah 40:29. If indeed you have heard him and been taught by him, as the truth is in Jesus, that you put off concerning your former conduct, the old woman which grows corrupt according to the deceitful lusts, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that you put on the new woman which was created according to God in the true righteousness and holiness. Ephesians 4:21-24. And there were also many other things Jesus did, which if they were written one by one, I suppose that even in the world itself could not contain the books that would be written. Amen. John 21:25. Keep me in your thoughts and prayers as I will you. Talk to you soon. Keep me posted. The thing is, you guys know I'm a Christian, and I don't have an issue with her. I'm glad she's trying to better herself, but when someone like her, at this point was posting these Bible verses and stuff, she's misconstruing a lot of it. So it just gets a little bit, crazy to me. But unfortunately, that happens a lot when it comes to these guys in jail. All right, 4:16, here's incoming from Dee Dee. That's good. I'm happy for her. I'm not looking back at all. Well, why would you look back if you just got out of jail? That's ridiculous. I haven't forgotten about you, and I'm still Trina getting my pockets right. But I have a job interview tomorrow. And here's Sarah writing her back on 4:17. Excellent. I will keep you in my prayers. Where is your interview? You know what you're doing. I'm not going to say good luck because you've got God. I do wish you the best. FYI, if I don't respond until the weekend when we have 2 free messages, don't think I forgot about you. I have almost 0 credits. I don't know how it works, but when you write me, I have to use 50 credits to open COD and read. Set up an account if you can for credits to use. Keep me posted. We'll be thinking about you for your interview. Good things on the horizon for you. Never doubt yourself or your ability to do anything you set your heart to. Nothing is impossible with God. TTFN. All right. And it looks like somebody named Amani Sellers is writing to her on 418. This is an incoming. Hey, I hope you are well. How are you? I told you I wouldn't forget you. All right. And then she's writing her back. Wow, thank you. Hi, what made you think of me? Unfortunately, I'm still here, but smiling and making the most of everything. It's all about perspective. Plus, I have cheerleaders like you to keep me going. It's been a while. What have you been up to? How's the real world been treating you? You've not missed a thing in here. Nothing. You don't ever have to worry about that, though, because you're not coming back. The next time I see you will be in the gates of heaven. Yes, I'm blessed you were thinking about me. I've really just been going through the motions, taking it all day by day, moment by moment. It's crazy I'm in jail with nothing but time, but yet it seems like there's never enough hours in the day for me to get everything I'm working on or need to get done. Ugh. Thank God this is not forever. It's an ironic thing she's saying at that point, but okay. I tell myself that almost every other second. I roll, sigh. Please keep me in your thoughts and prayers and keep sending your well wishes my way in spirit and love. Stay beautiful you, and never stop smiling. And she says, send pictures, send pictures, send pictures. Looking forward to hearing from you. Keep it real. Heart. Love suffers long and isn't kind. 1 Corinthians 13:4. As sorrowful yet always rejoicing, as poor yet making many rich, as having nothing and yet possessing all things. 2 Corinthians 6:10. Whatever things are true, whatever things are noble, whatever things are just, whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are of good report, if there's anything praiseworthy, meditate on these things. Philippians 4:8-9. So I think Amani is another one that was in the Orange County jail with her, it sounds like. Hey, this is her writing back. 418. Hey, two reasons I thought of you. I was having a bad day and I remembered how positive you were no matter what, and I was like, I need to check on her. Also, I was on TikTok and I, believe it or not, your video is still going viral, and that told me that God wanted me to reach out. Okay, well, that's one way to see it, I guess. Outside life is okay, honestly. You're not missing anything out here. The world is so bad and unorganized, shaking my head. But I am very blessed to be out here with my kids again. I miss them so much. I'm working on moving out of Orlando. All right, and here's her brother. She's writing her brother, Sarah, on 4/18/2024. I pray you're all right and loving life without not hearing from you. Just trying to get some to-dos off my list, and I hate having to keep bothering you. So what's the scoop? Did you get your letter and pictures out? I've not gotten anything yet, but hopefully today. Did you decide what to do about my bond needing your address? I have not spoken to my attorney and am waiting so I can give her your phone number. I wish you would tell me in advance, Philip, what you're deciding, please. She's going to immensely delight in telling me the bad news, and I'm not telling you anything she's not going to. I'm just looking at it as my right, which I believe in and should be able to take advantage of, if I can pay or not. Not you, on God, however he may decide. When, if you give her your address, that's it. I just need your address, please. Did you order the package yet? If it's possible and you haven't yet, Brian hasn't given me commissary funds for ongoing 3 weeks now, and I really need thermals and socks. He gloated about his $2,000 plane tickets he bought for their cruise to Alaska next month. That hurt. Are you able to add to my commissary account instead? I'd rather be warm than full. I only eat maybe 1 time a day anyway, and any food I do get stretches for weeks. Coffee is a different story, and that's what keeps me going, working on everything. Motivation in a cup. I'll figure that out later. Just let me know what's going on when you can. You don't answer your phone, so I'm hoping to double my chances of finding out what I need to do. What I need to sooner than later. Love you in the meantime and always. This isn't forever. Thank you, no matter. All right. Then another outgoing message to Amani. Aw, thank you, friend. Heart. Ugh about the TikTok. Everyone needs to find something else to focus on rather than me and their ignorance. That's funny. So sad. It will all get figured out, and I'm confident it will be in my favor with all the obvious publicity and inappropriateness still apparently being generated. She is delusional, isn't she? Truly. Sometime you should go to the clerk of court's website and read all my letters to the judge and world. Oh, because everyone needed to read those. Although I will say they were quite interesting, Sarah. Some of them made the news, too. Ha! Yeah, I'm sure she loved that attention. Thank you for letting me know. Believe it or not, Miss Daniels, if you remember her, was all the way over in Korea for training, and I was on the news over there. Wow. Man, you made it to Korea. I guess that is special for you, Sarah. The other day I got a letter from England, then Canada, which is the second largest continent on the planet. What? I still say that for all the effort and time everyone seems to be hating on me without even knowing who I am and what really happened, if they applied it to their own lives and making the world a better place, we'd be a more beautiful people. Remember, too, let's see, he who is without sin let cast the first stone, and when anyone points their finger at me, there's 3 pointing back at them. Huh. Yeah. We may not have lived in your shoes, Sarah, but I think it was pretty obvious what happened. Now, without your videos mocking him in that suitcase, you might have stood a chance. Maybe. It's all good no matter what or where. Send pictures, even if it's just one, so I can live through you in the meantime. I believe in you too, heart. On to bigger and better things. Stay focused and close to God. He has his reasons for everything. Just go with it. Send pictures. Thanks for remembering I'm here in my positivity. I'm glad it made an impression on your heart as did you reaching out today. Thank you. Heart. Pictures, please. TTFN. All right, and here is her writing to Christina on 4/19. Is it working? I've never had the opportunity or to accept or decline your contact. God knows it's an automatic and doesn't need approval. Given. I mailed my request to you today. It was 5 pages. Sorry. And I didn't know how long it would take me to write everything on this tablet. And you know, autocorrect and I do not get along. I only have a handful of credits left too, and I'm hoping to watch a movie sometime this weekend. Doubtful. I still need to work on the effing detective questions to send to attorney. I can't bring myself to say or spell her name. Plus, I do not want to ask B for more. You know how it is. And my brother only gave me $50 just to reply about my bond information. He's still contemplating on giving. He just won't tell me yes or no, so I have to find out from attorney, which I'm trying to avoid, because if he decides to say no, she's going to explode with delight. I don't want to give her the satisfaction. Please let me know when you get my letter. I want to see how long it takes to get to you. It's Friday, so we'll see. 2, I also asked for a copy if you are able to scan and send with pictures, case info, etc. if you can. It was a lot to write, and I would like to use it as an example to send to Lana or even give to an attorney. Please, can you see the following emojis? Kiss, ladybug, donut, rocket, rainbow, guitar. I really want to use the emojis, but I don't know if they work. What do they look like if not? And don't forget to let me know when you're mailing your other pictures that you were going to send. I really want to see what happens where they go. We haven't gotten mail for 2 days now. The only thing today was a book for Smith. I'm nervous. Write me back next. Best buddy. Yay, I look forward to see all you can find. Pitchka? I'm not sure what that means. That's the sound of your whip. Okay. Loves in the meantime and always. Heart. All right, and here's Christina writing back. Yes, I sent you some credits for you too if you can try to watch a movie and enjoy it. If not, you can use it to write your messages. LOL, I'm waiting for a letter. I'll let you know. And my mom going to send pics out Monday, so we will see what happens. And no, I cannot see emojis. I've been meaning to tell you I went through all my old stuff in my yearbook from middle school, and Lisa went to same school as me. Crazy. LOL, I knew she looked familiar, but she was in the 8th grade while I was in the 7th. LOL. Also, I need to ask Miss Sanders if she ever worked at the school, because this lady looked just like her. LOL. Well, love you and miss you. Write me back. And yes, God knows and will always make a way, and spell Amani's last name or full name so I can look her up. All right, and here's her writing back to Christina. Hallelujah, something actually works right. Thank you, God. And thank you to my bestest friend ever for the credits. So needed. And yes, I will watch a movie, hopefully. But now have enough credits, either way, to write you. Really, the only person I want to talk to, really. So tell me where you work with the commission thing. You got that fast. Is this the job with the baby mama? I think it was. When do you start? At least it's a paycheck, but commission sucks because you have to be cutthroat or lie or bust your ass working hard for it. It's temporary, or do you think it may be a new career? Remember, you have your GED. The whole world is at your feet. The whole world is at your feet for jobs. Look online, see what there is. Practice applications and get your resume in order. At your feet. So excited for you. There's so much I could tell you, but I'm not going to complain. Just sheer stupidity. The people that are back, fights and pushing over the basketball, SSDD. Miss Bernardo overruled the gross, mean trustee today and let me do laundry. I didn't even ask. I think she got so many complaints and everyone asking for me, she decided to cut her losses and let me do. Williams could spit venom. She was so mad. God sees. The joy was in the dorm with clean clothes and many things. Everyone was so happy, just kept thanking me in front of Williams. Oh, and Ventura. Boat by desk, fake everything. Delon, now 2, next to me. Scafico, 1. Stopped 2 captains, Ned and Giovanni, and told them I should be trusty. I wonder why we were all pointing at me when I was doing the laundry. Wow, God's plan. It was an incredible gesture, and it got my name out there on top with DeJesus, whom I'm sure they talked to. Laundry was not the same without you. I was a bit panicked at first because it's been so long and I was totally unexpected on top of not having you to help. So many volunteers kept asking if they could help. I'm solo now. Don't forget to write to Miss Diane, Facebook, and I guess this is her information. Have you seen her page yet? What does it look like? Send her a message from us telling her how much she's loved. Amani Sellers for the girl who wrote me yesterday. Who is she? I have my Christmas in April video visit with Lucas tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Pray nothing goes wrong and it really actually finally happens. I'll let you know. Send happy thoughts. And I don't know if you were here or not for the spades tournaments over the last week or so. Everyone said it was rigged and Smith and Mia continuously cheated. Too many fights kept breaking out, but in the end, guess who won? Smith and Kiki. The two had the most in the dorm. Ugh. And Mia and Bailey haven't been talking to each other or sitting together for days. No one knows what that's all about, but they act disgusted. And she has been doing the Christina call anymore either. What? Why does she ever in the first place? I roll. Not missing nothing. And when you do go to the Taco Bell, take a picture with the cinnamon delights. Keep smiling. Smiley, smiley, smiley right back. Biatch. Oh, it's jail drama, huh? All right. Here's Philip writing back to her on 420. Hey there, sorry I had VA appointments and have been other issues going on regarding finances. I will be going back to Iraq likely in June. I'll write more Sunday. I love you and keep your head up. And he continues here. Also, they do not have Delicious Delights on the website anymore. What other one do you want? And here's Sarah writing back to him on 420. You're still having problems with the VA? Ugh, I'm sorry. I try to call so I can find out more, but you're busy most of the time and can't answer. I've had you in my daily thoughts and have been praying for you and your health and for direction. I hate to hear you're deploying again. For how long? Is it definite you are leaving? What's Kayla say? Super sigh. I'll try again to call, so keep an ear out. Are you okay? Just as you tell me, keep your head up, all the way up and keep going. It will all get sorted out the way it's supposed to by him. Trust and find peace. Trust. As much as I would like a package, they are fun to receive. I very much need coffee. If it's easier to add to my commissary, do that, as Brian hasn't added anything for ongoing 3 weeks. I'm almost in the negative for you to order anyway. Almost. If it's not too much of a hassle, order a small package, then add what you're able to commissary. Here's a few options for however you want and can do. I love you and thank you. Either way, no matter, forever. Keep It Kosher is small, $30, with a little bit of everything, including coffee, I think. They still have Jumpa Java, which is all coffee and sweets, $30. A new package, Perfect Picnic, has a bit of everything, including coffee, but it's $50. Whatever. However, I am grateful. Just let me know what you decided to do or if you have any questions. You are wonderful, truly. Stay positive and look at the bigger picture of everything outside of the box. Just like I live outside these immeasurable walls. Deep breath. I miss you. Thank you, Philip. Heart. Am I still okay to give attorney your phone number? She talks very, very, very differently to her brother, don't you think? So it's obvious when she doesn't like somebody, her tone is very, very different. That is for sure. All right, I'm going to stop there. I know this is going to be, I think, about a 40 some odd minute video, getting through some of that stuff. But we didn't get too much, I don't want to say juicy stuff in there, but I guess, yeah. And there's not really any Lana stuff in there yet. But let me know, for those that do listen to these, would you prefer them to be like an hour, or do you like them a little bit shorter and we could do more parts? So let me know, and I'll do the next one a bit longer if you guys are into it. But that's all I got for this one, and I do appreciate you guys as always. And do me a favor on the way out, if you do like the videos, just hit that like button. I really do appreciate it. With that said, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and most of all, stay safe.